Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing well. I'm doing well. Let's do some football.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. With that, let's get up to the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We're standing by for the call are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. With Charles Davis,
Yeah, it's the Eagles game, bro.
Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
This is taken at the 3. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
Here we go.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
First down, Eagles.
3 yards the pickup there.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
Again, it's Wentz. He fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's second down. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Many people thought Keanu Neal was overdrafted by Atlanta, but they saw his talent and knew that he would fit their scheme perfectly. A hybrid player, can play deep in the secondary as a safety, can drop down into the box and also make a lot of tackles, and at times can stay on the field and serve a linebacker role as well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Hey. 4 down.
Now Wentz on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, come on.
Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was
Missed it.
contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Oh, he's running.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Ryan.
Oh,
Goes
God.
underneath to
Sack.
Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher
Punt.
on the punt.
Here comes the punt.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward
Good
the
kick.
sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in more.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
First down.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when the defender's near him.
You should
He's got such a
comment on
big
it.
body.
I'll say hi to you
Ability
live.
to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And
Oh,
that one
damn
covered
it.
beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now Wentz again. Under a heavy
Oh,
rush,
come
and down he goes.
on.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. We're scoreless after 1.
Call, super, exit, depth, shallow, medical, settings. Enter, penalties, players, CPU skill is selected. Entering CPU skill screen, you have 9 options. QB accuracy set to 50 is selected. Set to 71. Set to 87. Set to 88. Set to 89. Set to 91. Set to pass blocking set to 50. Set to 60. Set to 76. Set to 79. Set to 80. Set to 90. Set to 93. Set to 91. Set to WR catching set to 50.
Hold on, you guys. I'm making them better.
Set to 70. Set to 85. Set to 9. Set to 94. Set to 90. Run blocking set to 50. Fumbles set to react. Interceptions set. Pass cover. Tackling set to 50. Entering setting. Visual feed. Volume control is selected. Accessibility. Volume control. Entering audio mix option is set to custom. Audio mix option is set to broadcast. Audio mix option is set to field. In-game commentary set to 0. Stadium speaker set to 67. Crowd volume set to 74. Set to 1. On the field, music set to 0. On the field set to 100. Music menu SFX set to 100. Enter. Accessibility is game controls is selected. Accessibility entering VoIP window off. Menu narration option is set to on. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu VoIP window subtitles off. Enlarge on field controller vibration. Color blind brightness off. Contrast brightness option is set to highest. Contrast VoIP to text master audio mix off. Master volume set to 100. Audio in-game stadium crowd volumes stadium speaker set to 67. Entering settings game controls is selected. Entering options screen settings.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Hold on a second, you guys. I need to fix this.
Entering options screen. Enter panel player CPU visual volume accessibility volume and audio in-game stadium crowd volume set to 100. Stadium in-game commentary set to 0. Set to 33. Set to 34. Entering settings screen. You entering options screen settings.
Double tight, guys.
Any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it with the executed passing rate. They run Devontae Freeman. And gets in. Touchdown.
Entering option enter players CPU visual volume control and audio in-game commentary set.
Need to bring that up a little bit.
Set to 78. Entering settings screen. You have entering settings screen. You have 8 options. Game options is selected.
As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
7-0 Falcons.
Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Oh,
Not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means... Looks like he had green on that play.
come on.
Go. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Mike. Here we go, kids.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan.
Whoa, good catch.
Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general.
There we go.
What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We call that sack block.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wins. And Jeffrey's got it. Taking it right down Broadway. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 45 yards.
Damn.
An offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just set...
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
3-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Tie ball game, 7-7.
We got a brand new ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10
Ooh.
at the 40. A bit of an opening there on the first
2 minute.
down run as
Or
they
no,
get this
timeout.
forward for about 6 yards. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Tie ball game, 7-7.
2nd down and 4. Ryan.
He caught that one. Wow, what an amazing catch. They're going to go for a field goal, or are they going to take a timeout? They're going to take a
13
timeout.
seconds to play in half number 1.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
10 seconds to go. Tie ball game, 7-7.
From the 40. Throwing again. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds
Field
to go
goal.
in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33.
It's good.
Vecchio puts this one through, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. The Falcons
It's
back to receive. They've got the lead,
10-7.
and get this football as
Good
the second
kick to
half
start
gets
off the
underway.
third.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Let's go.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects. Tendency
Down
breakers,
you
or
go.
killers, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself to try and stay ahead of the...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. It's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 26 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after?
14-10.
They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
Automatic first down.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at the 40.
We got to step it up.
As the Eagles got an interception before. Wow.
This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now deep down there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan.
Gotcha.
Escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And they have it taking over 1st and 10.
Situation. Let's go.
They go with Howard to begin the drive.
Out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Watch the run.
On the draw, here's Sanders.
Go, baby.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across
First down.
the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it.
Yeah.
Take him down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance.
Oh, and this ball
Intercepted, son of a gun! Oh no, he's got room. Look out! He could have went all the way.
Miles Sanders out of the backfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Ryan to throw. Complete to Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Wentz now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz.
Oh, come on!
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This is caught by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great.
So we don't score that.
From the sideline after that, because they're fired out. It's a big and all the way down inside the 5.
I thought I had that one. Hi, who commented?
50 yards between this play and the last one. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Wins to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Running with Howard. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves them much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to...
Yeah, 2-point conversion, baby!
The line of scrimmage.
So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
22-13.
This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be...
Touchdown Eagles. It's 22-13 4th quarter.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held the check on the scoreboard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a row.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Good job.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this
You crazy bro.
gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield.
Who said I'm crazy? I know I'm crazy.
A teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Get him! Aw,
He's
sack.
gonna go down again.
Tackle,
Malik
sorry.
Jackson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Got it.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
What are you doing, guys?
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan.
Get him!
And a pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So with that, we can just... Close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the
Here we go. Bleeding! Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And he is in.
Touchdown!
How tall is the QB?
12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
I don't know how tall he is, but wow, that was a great touchdown.
But I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't.
28-13.
I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan, and that's
So,
incomplete.
Nice to meet you, Megan Wallentine. Thanks for watching.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now it's Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Ryan, he goes underneath to Freeman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On first down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
53's a mutt. 53. Check 53.
To throw again on second down. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Ryan. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to
28-20.
And now
Game
this
over.
game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that,
Post-game
though.
report
Obviously, there
players
are words
finish
that are
game.
said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better.
Entering Atlanta Falcons, New Detroit, Green Bay Packers selected.
What's up?
Away team, Cleveland Browns, Tampa, Arizona Cardinals selected. Home teams ready. And event type, even teams off. Game style option is set to simulation. Game style option is set to simulation. Game style option is set to competitive. Game style option is set to arcade. Game style option is set to simulation.
Oh, come on.
Game style option is set to competitive. Event type option is set to quick presentation.
No.
What is your
Event
favorite
type
team?
option is set to Super Bowl.
What's up? I got a lot of them, but I like the Green Bay Packers.
Hello, everybody.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy between the Arizona Cardinals taking on another team from the NFC, the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25.
And we're off.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here we go. What a wild ride it's been over the last 16 months or so for Kyler Murray. A top 10 pick in the baseball draft. Then the Heisman Trophy, the #1 overall selection in the 2019 football draft. And now here he is, both trying to give the Cardinals their first ever Super Bowl victory and trying to escape, and he goes down. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray now to throw, being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give.
Thank you for the subscriber.
That means communication.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Open man is Kirk, complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
The Packers offense led out by 12. Aaron Rodgers making his... Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Buda Baker, there to force the incompletion. Quickly now, here's a look at the Green Bay offense.
It's tough to be an offensive lineman in Green Bay because their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, knows how to keep plays alive and often extends them for 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds. But David Bakhtiari, his left tackle, he does it as well as anyone could ever expect. Excellent footwork, knows that the plays are going to stay alive for a long time. Often will get 2 or 3 blocks on the same play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage of the game, but you think social media may be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, but now it's 3rd down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Mike Daniels continues to get better and better.
Packers cannot do anything here so far.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he can't
Got
find
him.
the receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Daniels able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in it.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays.
Called Super Exit Depth Challenge Play. Offensive entering editable screen. Entering coaching screen depth chart.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Gosh darn it.
23 yards the pickup there. Murray now on 1st down.
Get him!
Now
Get him!
down. And inside
Gosh
the
darn it.
20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that run.
And this is caught off the deflection. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action.
There ain't nothing.
About time. To me, the action's been right there on the field. Trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's... First down carry here for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Tackle.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's 3-0.
The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. To Johnson again. And he will get into the end zone.
Touchdown.
Arizona with the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play, and result, touchdown.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. Rodgers now to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. From 17 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camp. Do you remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room? This hits it right there.
2-point conversion up and good. It's 10-8.
The locker room, regroup and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, a full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
Got it.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Wow.
Rodgers now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
He dropped it.
Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Rodgers to throw again. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's caught here by Adams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're talking just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he works it past the 30.
Good job.
To the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And Adams has it complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it?
Yeah, baby!
On 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown.
16-10!
What they did.
Packer!
And they converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Out of bounds.
This will be taken short.
Nope.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know in the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet.
After being behind the Pikers, come up and get the lead at 16, 10 Green Bay.
On second down, here's Murray. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it.
After being behind the Pikers, come up and get the lead at 16, 10 Green Bay.
First down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
He can run for it, and he will. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter.
Third.
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packers will get the football at their own 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first.
Holy shit, he's got room. Look out, look out, look out. Touchdown, Packers.
Jones, his 2nd touchdown.
Wow, I have no words. Did you see that?
Massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
22-10 Packers.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Automatic first down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escape it.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
After a long Long, touchdown. Packers now lead 22-10 in the fourth.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray looks to throw again. Second and 10. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. Here's Murray. It's complete.
He's gone. Almost.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. In a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Murray now, third and goal. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Murray now to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
No, 2-minute warning.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Packers just a few minutes away to win it.
Rolled the dice, didn't get it.
Whoa!
Behind him, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations.
They gotta stop them. Come on, Packers offense. Defense. Oh, shit. First down. Not good, not good. 22.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to make the sack.
10.
That will be the final act in this ball game.
And that's it.
And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
Entering teams: Indy, Miami Dolphins, Phil, Atlanta, New Jack, New York, Detroit, Green Bay Packers, Carolina, New England, Los Baltimore, Washington, New Orleans, Seattle, Los Angeles, Oakland, New England, Carolina, Green Bay, Detroit, away teams: Philadelphia Eagles, New Jacksonville Jaguars, home team, New Orleans, away team select ready.
We're gonna be away.
Entering event even teams. Quarter length option is set to 6 minutes. Quarter length option is set to 10 minutes.
10. And that's it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. Foles. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one.
Yeah, baby! Touchdown!
Touchdown, Jaguars. Keelan Cole, 97 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
7-0.
About in our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first pick of the second round back in 2001. And that's the veteran Drew Brees.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Brees drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on. Some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On second down, Kamara.
Get it.
Get 3 up to midfield.
Got it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Breeze going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Yellow lady.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
5-9.
7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. A good pick up there, 22.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The
Get him.
route runner you are,
There you go.
the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Breeze.
Get him.
By the tight end Cook. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down.
Get him!
By Washington.
There you
And he gets it
be.
inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal. It's
So another
7-0.
3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Try to pass
Sack
it to
him!
Kamara.
There you
And
go.
pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Don't want me as a
The
coach.
6-yard line, the line of scrimmage.
You
on
really
2nd and
don't.
goal. Kamara trying again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end
Dropped
zone,
it.
but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me,
I go
one
for a
thing's
field goal
sure,
to make this a
when you're the
7-3.
underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
And that's what they're doing. It's 7-3.
But you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Oh!
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
Yeah, I feel a little bad here because we missed out talking about these guys on the opening drive because they were in the end zone.
Come on,
But let's
Jags.
keep an eye on these wideouts. QB already has 1 touchdown pass. You know he's looking for a few more before this one's over. Those wideouts will get plenty of opportunities to try and score again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Foles. That's to his running back, complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches. And how about this, a fake?
Oh, damn it!
Complete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. On first down, Breeze. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
It's 7-3.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point.
Oh, God, they're really close.
So you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right.
Nope.
And this score will stay right where it is.
It's still 7-3.
No kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Yeah.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Foles now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10.
Oh, what the hell?
Pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. On second and 10. Foles.
What the hell?
Gets that one incomplete there. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. Here's Foles.
Go, baby!
Tight end making the catch.
Still going! Holy
Going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, 42 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big
It's
target you can
14 nothing.
Every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw
No.
to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make
Yeah,
plays.
14 to 3. My bad.
For a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Entering auto flip on pop-up. The eye will handle flipping your defensive play to best match defensive formation. If you want to manually flip your defense in the play call screen, you can turn it off now. It will stay off until it is turned back on.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gets this to a stand.
Holy shit!
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Yes. Sorry about that, you guys. Having a little bit of headset issue.
Breeze now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
And sets up the 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook.
Oh my God!
Turn here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Gearing up for their next possession, Nick Foles and the Jags. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delayed game, offense.
Okay.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now this one, yeah! On the left side. He's at the
run, baby, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Jack.
Keelan Cole, 84 yards, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back
It's
out to kick
20
this one off.
for 3.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go. Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio,
Did
the
it
answer is
connect my
1.
phone?
And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones,
Ziggy.
not having balls go through goalposts.
Kamara. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4.
God damn it.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was
these
freed up
headphones,
in order
guys,
to
I
stop
keep
that one
dropping
for
them.
a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see
It's
that.
20 to
Got
3.
to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Thomas Morstead now.
Wow, punt.
As he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll field this at the 5. There's a nice move. Breaks a tackle. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Let's go. 47, check back 47. Not today.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yeah.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Foles. Open out on the left side. This is Cole. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to throw here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the 20-yard line. Foles now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Holy crap.
There to make the grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau
27-3.
He'll kick this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Here's Breeze to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Breeze a quick throw out to Thomas. So he got 3 on 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Another scouting report out
Fun again.
doesn't possess the eye discipline to be
27-3. The Saints have only scored 1 point.
Read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set.
Not even the 3rd quarter
and
yet.
that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Oh!
I think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. That was a little turnaround right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down,
Good job,
it makes
DeMar.
it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And call to Superstar X Factor Games Tab Depth Challenge Medical Settings Super Sim Call to Out Super Sim.
Let's get off the field. Ready. Waiting.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Breeze going to throw. And again's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Breeze now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And he'll let it flip.
Holy shit! Wait a minute, he caught it! Wow! I should have kept my mouth shut.
37 yards. And the Saints get a bit closer. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
After
27-10.
To kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Fights loose. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things. keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. And finding Keelan Cole. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now Foles. So in the second quarter, he's already up over.
Yeah!
Side, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Keelan Cole on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
Able to widen their lead. Back to throw here. And that one will fall incomplete.
33-10.
Just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though,
Out of bounds.
they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Breeze. Thomas has got it, complete. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds.
Score is 33-10 New Orleans Saints, threatening.
Ready. 5-8. 5-8. Mark 47. Check back. Ready, take.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. As the first half is winding down, and the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
33-17.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. 14 seconds, all that's left in this first half as they come up on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. Let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it.
Time now for the 3rd.
The Saints offense on the field.
New Orleans Saints down by 16. It's 33-17.
Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments will make.
Got it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A man who's been busy this afternoon is
Ooh, there you go.
and he'll get this one up to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he finds Cook. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
New Orleans first down. 33-17.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I got you. I got you.
Down by 16. It's 33-17.
On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Breeze. Again has it complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal.
They're threatening. It's 33-17. Touchdown, Saints.
End zone, touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out as they are able to cut into that lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so
33-23.
The score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he bowls over it. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. The third quarter has not been kind to them after they built that lead at intermission. They've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays, the plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's Foles. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away. To throw again on second down. Foles. And that is incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back to the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with it.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Go.
And wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into the territory.
Here we go.
A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. He had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Good kick.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past
41-23.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Jacksonville 41, New Orleans Saints 23. 3rd quarter.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze.
Ooh, good play.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
5-9.
There's the 4.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn there to make the grab. And the Saints get a bit closer. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive, but on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Looks good on
44. Oh, excuse me.
This now an 11-point deficit.
40-30. 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check, 47.
On 2nd and 12, Foles, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Foles, and a catch made here by Marquise Lee. Brushing off defenders. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A gain of 4 last play.
Saints are in trouble.
Here and get 8.
Because
Looking to throw again on second down.
it's...
But he almost had it defensively.
Oh, that was a touchdown, but it wasn't.
Changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
He's in the end zone! It's a touchdown!
Josh Oliver,
It's over, guys.
beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work.
It's 48-30.
Get to the end zone as well.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Breeze to throw. And Kamara has it stripped.
Intercepted.
And grab it. And so
He's gone.
20, 10, and he brings
Touchdown.
this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Lambo on for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And his fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
54-30.
Got this big
Owie.
lead. They said, forget 1, we want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Breeze going to throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get into his running back, Alvin Kamara. 3rd down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Breeze now. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Dropped it.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now the second down throw on target. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he will get
Game over. Touchdown.
Another touchdown.
This game is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear
60?
being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
30.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Breeze now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag.
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
That throw good for only a
Timeout.
Brings up third down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check flag 47. Time to go. Night, night.
Again, it's Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
It is 60-30.
And it falls incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage.
This defense was
And they're going to punt it away back to the Jaguars, who at this point just need to take a knee. It is 60-30.
Passes like that downfield. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
And, Brandon, this is where it pays to have a big back who can take over a football game, especially in the fourth quarter when you've got the lead, your ability to not just wear people down, but close games out.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down
Tackle.
there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. And Gonna take a knee.
It's one thing to win, it's another
Final score is 60-30.
clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.
Explain report player stats.
To put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Final score of 60-30. Good job by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, keep comments appropriate, and